Ladies and gentlemen, we just got a new webcam. Huge improvement. So I want to go through some Crimson Desert stuff. This game is looking huge, like Y-U-G-E, huge, gigantic. It's looking gigantic. I'm the target audience for sure. We're gonna get into some of this stuff right here going around about this game. We're gonna get into some stuff going around about this game right after this intro, real quick. So it's coming from the same makers as this game, Black Desert. I'm hoping that it's a single player game. So I'm hoping it's gonna be like, not like The Legend of Zelda, obviously, but I've heard the comparisons to Ocarina of Time. Like this is we're getting into some insane stuff here. We're getting into some insane comparisons. So as far as the comparisons go, like we're gonna get into that here in just a second. So first of all, since it's a Korean studio making the game, I'm hoping that it won't have all the Western BS in it as of right now, like all the stuff that we usually have problems with over here. So kind of like what we got going on in gaming media lately. I'm having flashbacks to Stellar Blade, like when the Western media really hated Stellar Blade because Eve was a hot woman. Because apparently we're afraid of hot women over here, so we can't be having those. Instead of having negative articles and clickbaity articles like this, I'm hoping for better stuff. I am really just hoping for better stuff here. So the big thing, I guess, the big controversy in this game, at least as of late, is the Denuvo software being put into the game. Denuvo, for those of you that don't know, is some sort of it's a sort of anti-piracy software. It is notorious for causing your games to run poorly, and I'm talking poorly, like you know what I mean, poorly, really bad. So like it causes massive performance issues. So I've been doing a little bit of research on this, and I'm hoping that when the review embargoes go away, we'll get some more information. But as of right now, I'm still a little skeptical because of Denuvo, but I still really want to play the game. And I think if the news, at least that I've heard so far, continues to be good, then we're looking good. So we're going to get into that here in just a sec. So let's get into the PC specs here real quick. So the PC specs are looking pretty good right now. For like your minimums, like you got a really low range here, surprisingly, for 2026, at least low range in my opinion. GeForce RTX or GTX 1060. Look, my dad's 1050 Ti could probably run this game. Barely, but it could. As for his processor though, probably not so much. And his hard drive is cooked, absolutely cooked. So no, but like if you got a GTX 1060, you might be able to run the game on minimum settings. So we're like low settings, GTX 1660, Radeon RX 6500 XT. Recommended settings, like this is probably the range that I will play the game on. I have a 4080 Super personally. It's a gigantic brick of a card, but I'm probably going to play on medium settings just because graphics are not everything to me, and I like playing with just a smooth experience. I'm not like the resolution and everything is not the most important thing to me. If I can game in 1080p, I grew up gaming on the poorest of setups, so and anything 1080p or above is like a luxury to me. But like I will probably game in this range here, the recommended range, the 1080p 60 FPS range. And it says 4K 30 FPS. So you're looking at a recommended spec of an RTX 2080. Intel i5 11600K. So that's pretty good. It's a good processor. Ryzen 5 5600, that's a great processor. I love those processors. Those are good. So your high specs, like your 1440p 60 FPS, you know, you're looking at then you're getting into like the stuff here, like the real good graphics cards, the 4070. You know, and I'm noticing it doesn't say 4070 Ti or 4070 Super, so I'm hoping that there's some leeway there, because like your TIs and your 4070 Supers might perform a little bit better. And then for your Ultra, it's saying 5070 Ti. So and a 9070 XT. I've heard great things about the 9070 XT. I've always been tempted to get one of those AMD cards to try them out. But as for myself, you know, 4080 Super, I think will be Gucci here. Let's get into the Crimson Desert impressions here. Now, this is the impression of a Korean streamer after finishing the game. We just haven't had the review embargo go away yet, so we're really looking into this stuff here. Crimson Desert impressions from a Korean streamer after finishing the game. Okay. This is the stuff, and it's got his YouTube link here to his videos, and it's in Korean, so I'm reading it on Reddit, unfortunately, and I don't like Reddit. You know, nobody likes Reddit, but like, hey, here we are. Crimson Desert impressions from a Korean streamer after finishing the game. Character swapping, just like GTA 5, including transition effects where the camera zooms out into the world and back in. Characters are going about their day as they are swapped in. One time he swapped onto this character in the middle of a gigantic battle and had to fight his way out. Like that, like, it sounds really interesting. And I wasn't a huge fan of GTA 5. Hot take. I'm not a huge GTA guy. GTA 4 was awesome. Finished the game without the day one patch and encountered only minor bugs. Everything that felt off in previous gameplay has been fixed. Footstep sounds, running animations, weird reactions when getting hit. Played Red Dead Redemption 2 for about 600 hours. Great game. And he suggested Crimson Desert was similar in tempo. All right. That's high praise. Like Red Dead 2 is like, if you know anything about the story of Red Dead 2, holy crap. Praise the world design. Each piece of content draws you in with a sense of purpose, kind of like the Ubisoft style checklist questing. Okay. I mean, the world design, like Ubisoft world designs have historically been pretty good. It's like always the UI memes, like if Elden Ring was made by Ubisoft type things. Main story can be brutally hard if you rush it without upgrading, I'm assuming main character or story important character. Every region has a different difficulty, becomes harder when you go east and north. Okay, that's maybe, I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. Played on a 5080 1440p cinematic settings, and I was told the cinematic settings are like the high demand settings. So like maybe he's trying this out. So on the higher settings here, without frame drops or stutters. So this is important because this is a big performance note. So if he's playing on settings like this in a in the cinematic mode, which I'm told is the more demanding mode for the game, then it should run pretty well. The score and soundtrack is legendary. Did not find all the game's systems to be fatiguing or stressful to deal with. Inventory space can be tight at first, but was not an issue late game as side quests reward you with more storage. Stated it was the game of his life. Played 10 hours daily since he got the review code. No life of the game to finish the review, but still hasn't seen 50% of the bosses, bro. Like, and this is the other thing I've heard about the game. The scope for this game has been absolutely massive. Like, it's got all these RPG systems in it, everything down to cooking. So like, we should be having fun with this game. Avoided giving story spoilers because of the strict review embargo. But he says there are twists. I'm assuming that this just means there's good plot twists, right? But if he's right and the story is this good, man, and even if the story like weren't the greatest thing ever, but like it was present and you were able to follow it, I think it would still go over very well. Another reviewer, when asked how the game was, linked to an EGM 1998 quote about Zelda Ocarina of Time. You see, here's the big comparison. That translates to savor it, because this is as good as it's going to get for a very long time. This is extremely high praise for a game. Okay, like comparing something to The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Like Ocarina of Time is like one of like a generational defining game, man. Back on the N64 and the 3D graphics back then that made Ocarina of Time possible is insane. So then of course, you know, you can link to his YouTube and you can go check it out if you want to. This is his channel. So if you were interested in seeing him go through some of the game stuff, that'd be pretty cool. Or if you wanted to translate some of that stuff, I'm sure he's got some interesting info on the game. So I'm sure somebody maybe has translated some of the stuff in the comments, or maybe he's got a summary somewhere up on his social media. If this game is as good as they're saying, man, as what these guys are saying here, we're gonna play it. I'm gonna play it for sure. I might play it on my PC. I've been into console gaming again. But no, I'll probably play this on my PC. Hopefully it's not just like super gigantic and will take up my entire hard drive. I'm gonna have to get a bigger hard drive one of these days just to have all these games. I've only got 2 terabytes and I'm only using 1.5. Not even 1.5. I've got like 800 gigabytes free. I should be okay. But it's looking great. I think I'm gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna get it for sure. and we're gonna if I might play it on stream a little bit. I might do a little review, and I've got a little bit of a review coming up for Arc Raiders too, because I've spent so much time in that game. Like, all I want to do is come home and play at Raid, boys. All I want to do is come home and goop. It's a good game. It's a great social game too. So I'll get into that a little bit. It'll be a really short review. Hopefully it'll be enjoyable too. So yeah, get out of here and be good.